What's up everybody, Rodrick here with the UB Plus E2 TWS Spherical speaker with implosive bass. Spherical! Now I've had a lot of Bluetooth speakers in my time, but this one, it looks completely different than all of them. Normally they're really small, pretty much a square form factor. This one, they took it to another level, made it like a big old ball. And I got two of them because I got two hands. So right now these speakers are available on Kickstarter. If you want to back the project, the link's down below in the description. Let me know what colors you got. Speaking of colors, the colors are a little bit weird. We have matte black, matte aqua, glossy lime, and glossy white. I feel like they kind of missed the mark with the colors because I would rather have a matte black and a matte white. Instead I got a matte black and a glossy white. Pretty close, I guess. We're looking at 5¼ inch 20-watt full range drivers. We have Bluetooth 5.0 technology, so we should have some good audio quality. It does support a variety of codecs, including AAC and even aptX. They feature 25-watt amplifiers and get up to 95 decibels of volume. It takes between 3 and 6 hours, that's a pretty big gap, to charge up the 2200 milliamp hour battery, and you get about 30 hours of music playback time depending on the volume. And as an additional add-on, wait for it, this is pretty cool. We got some wooden legs here. These are pretty great. I was wondering why they were in the box. Turns out these are little stands so you can stand them up and have them decorated around your house. It looks pretty cool to me. Or, you know, if you want to have a wrestling match, you can use them as some kendo sticks. The wooden legs screw into the bottom of the bases and then magnetically attaches to the top. Now taking a look at the box, we have the E2 branding, the big spherical speaker shown right on the front. Too bad they don't change the color based on the one you got. They do have an app available for Android and iOS, although the app isn't currently available, but it should be ready by the time they mass produce these. As you can see, we got Qualcomm aptX codec support along with TWS for that truly wireless stereo sound when you pair two of them together. Pretty awesome, along with 30 hours of battery life. Over on the side they have a bunch of extra colors listed, but they're not listed on the Kickstarter, so I'm not sure if these will ever come to fruition. If we take a look over here, we can look at the optional stand, and this is what it looks like. It looks pretty cool to me. Just look how fancy it looks inside of your nice fancy house. Oh boy, we got some goodies on top. Inside the box we have a quick start guide, a rubberized tabletop stand in case you don't buy the legs, the nice leather handle to carry around the speaker, a USB-C charging cable, thank you, and finally the speaker. This thing is actually really lightweight. When they said 2 pounds, that sounded heavy to me for some reason, but it feels extremely hollow. I'm really loving the presentation with all the accessories and the speaker because they all have a little drawstring bag to hold everything in place. Oh, this is kind of the coolest speaker I've ever seen in my entire life. All right, so this one's the matte black. We'll just set it down. That looks awesome, you guys. Look at that. Let me get the white one out real quick. Oh, and here's the white one. You know what? The gloss white actually looks super nice. I'm conflicted, but wow, these look nice, you guys. I feel like I can see the future, at least in the glossy one. You know what? By having them side by side, I do prefer the matte finish over the glossy finish. And plus it feels a lot more sleek and doesn't really feel too sticky. All right, so we got these two handles here. Let's see how easy it is to put these on. So all I have to do is wrap it around the little grooves on the outside. All right, it was relatively simple, although it looks like I damaged it a little bit. Don't be as rough as I was. But look at that. You got a nice little carrying strap on here so you can make it ultra portable, although it's pretty big, so it's not super portable. They're really advertising this as a portable speaker. I wouldn't call it the most portable ever, although you can take it with you, but it's pretty bulky. You can't tell me I'm wrong about that. That's pretty cool. This rubber stand is like sticking on there too. All right, I got the handles attached to both of them. Take a look at that. Pretty awesome. Taking a look on the back, we have a couple flaps. First, we have the 3.5mm auxiliary port. We have the volume and track controls, the power button, as well as the USB Type-C charging port. And just look at this deep hole here. I'm expecting some amazing bass from this. I mean, it is supposed to be implosive, whatever that means. And then taking a look on the front, we have this huge speaker grill, nice and gold. It's looking nice. And then we have the UB Plus branding right here on top. Overall, a very simple design, very futuristic, awesome looking device here. Looking very simplistic and classy. Hopefully we have some good sound quality. That's what matters. All right, looks like we have the gold grill on both speakers, so that's a major plus because you know I love my gold. All right, now let's get this powered on.
Power on.
We're on. All right, so apparently once you have it powered on, you have to hold the power button down for 3 seconds to enter pairing mode.
Pairing.
There we go. We're in pairing mode, and there we go. We got one of them showing up here. Let's get connected.
Pairing successful.
We're successfully paired. Awesome. All right, so now let's see how one speaker sounds. Ooh. Let's turn the volume up. Oh my God. Can you hear that? This has some major bass.
What you want?
Woo, hold up. All right, we're at max volume. Now let's turn up the phone all the way. pretty cool. Now let me try some copyrighted music real quick. I'll be right back. Oh, it turns out you can't pause it. It just turns it off, my bad. That kind of sucks. Now that I tried him out solo, let's get them connected together for that TWS surround sound experience. Looks like we're supposed to hold down both volume buttons for 3 seconds.
TWS.
All right, do we do it on both?
TWS.
All right, now connect. Make magic. Where the
Pairing successful.
There we go, it just happened. Did you see that? All right, we're connected TWS style. Let me face them toward me. I want to experience this. Now let's get some music playing. There it goes. Took a little bit.
What you want, what you want.
Now because these are loudspeakers, let's test audio and video latency together, shall we?
Which one is real meat? You guys ready for this? I'm pretty excited. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more amazing food content. Figure out which one is impossible, which one is real meat. You guys ready for this? I'm pretty excited. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button for more amazing food content. And subscribe to my other channels too, because those channels are bomb, alright?
Alright you guys, I know what you're wondering. I know what's on your mind, but before we get to the verdicts, let me show you one of the greatest features of all time. Okay, maybe, I don't know. But check it out. You got the speaker, you got the little bass that goes on with the legs, you make a little stand out of it, and check this out. What? It's magnetically on there. This thing is not gonna fall on the floor while you have it on the stand unless, you know, the whole stand goes tumbling over. Pretty cool, right? All right, let's get this back off. Get it back on the regular bass in case you don't wanna buy that. So, how do these sound? How are they? First, let's start off with some good things. These things get up really loud. 95 decibels, I'm not sure. I don't have one of those meter thingies, but it's extremely loud. When you have it at maximum volume, it's too loud. It definitely fills up the entire room. The TWS stereo mode is awesome. They get connected. You have left and right channels. You can feel immersed inside of your movie, your music, whatever you happen to be listening to. It's a go right there. Audio and video latency, you guys saw for yourself. It was perfectly in sync, no problems there. Although that was on Android. If you go to iOS, it is slightly out of sync and enough to drive you completely mad. The build quality is great. They look really cool. They look really sleek putting them up in your house, but that's pretty much where all the good things end. And this might be a bit of a major one, really. These are supposed to have implosive bass. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but I kind of came up with my own definition of it after testing them out. I know explosive bass is like boom, 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 earth-shattering bass. It's so awesome. Now, implosive bass, from my experience with these things, I feel like it means it's not very good. Now, don't get me wrong, it has a lot of bass. Even when I was standing all the way on the other end of the studio, I could feel the bass. Like I felt like I could feel it. And I was way over there. It was pretty cool. The problem is, the reason I was way over there, other than to test how loud these things actually were, which were pretty damn loud, I wanted to see if my impressions of the bass lasted on the other side of the studio. And they more or less did. Now you're probably wondering what I'm going on about, because I still didn't tell you. The bass, there's a lot of it, but it completely distorts the audio. Now when I was listening to some music, the lows and the highs were crisp and clear up until the bass dropped, and boom, everything was just completely destroyed. The bass sounded distorted, and it kept getting worse the higher you turned up the volume. Now, I'm not sure why, but once you pass about 80% and you continue to increase the volume, the lows and the mids get higher, but the bass starts getting drowned out, but everything just sounds completely distorted at that point. I literally had to walk about 30 feet away from the speakers while they were up loud to get rid of a lot of the distortion, but I could still tell it was there. The good news is, if you keep the volume at a lower level, probably around 40 to 50%, the bass isn't distorted and the audio is clear, although the bass does sound a bit compressed. Personally, I'm not a fan of the way these sound at all, and I'm severely disappointed. I mean, I've had smaller speakers that sounded better overall. But if you're looking for a really loud Bluetooth speaker with a cool design, you don't care if the audio is distorted, and you don't care if it's ultra portable, because these aren't ultra portable, but they look kind of cool, then the link's down below in the description for you to back their Kickstarter. Let me know what you think of them if you got them by the time you're watching this video, and let me know what color you got. Thumbs up, red subscribe button, social media, and I'll see you in the next one.